Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example. On the very first play from scrimmage, we're going to see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Straight ahead with Warren. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Panthers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ritter to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. Fielded just inside the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Texans will take over. They run with a rookie. It's Chase Brown.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Love.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But you look at this defense.
And they're a unit that struggled some against the run. No doubt coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
It's good talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Play fake. Here's Love.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A solid stiff arm. Only 29 yards on the punt. His best.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A handoff for Warren. Powering forward. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Bootlegging out here, Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Ritter. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is taken at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This defense for the Panthers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their points on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Taken from just outside the 30. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down. on the give. It's Warren.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but now it'll be third down.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, here's Ritter.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now Love.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Well, smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee you, probably has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Ends up falling incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a run with Warren.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, That really opens things up for you.
Ready, go. On the run, it's Warren. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Ritter with it after the play fake. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Love's throw complete there to Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. After 1, 7-0 on the ace. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running right, here's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a dump off here complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Brown on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he picks up the first before he's taken out the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So right after the defense gets you the ball and a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Well,
that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
99 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Chase Brown
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Second and 16. Ritter back to throw.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now 3rd down and very long. Ritter now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Love. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go now.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Here's Ritter. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they have a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens, 44 yards.
And the Texans are able to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
They toss it to Warren.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And this one's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
The short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Kirby Joseph there to drop it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready?
On play action, here's Ritter. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ritter to throw it.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Handing it off to Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he is going to have the Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chase Brown. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go now.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Going play action, Ritter.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
A 3-score game here. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina.
Puka Nacua,
58 yards.
and the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here.
Really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Up the middle with Eckler. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Love looking to throw it.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Right back to Brown.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. They give it to Brown. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter off to play fake. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Love, they go play action now. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your... So you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
Ritter has it knocked down, and the Texans scoop it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And, Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Panthers 15.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Jadon Mickens now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Second and 10 now. It's Ritter.
And this one almost intercepted.
Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pause red. Slide blue.
Ritter.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles.
There you go.